Okay, what to do when you keep on breaking the promises that you make to yourself. So just say you tell yourself you're going to do something. I'm going to start earlier. I'm going to wake up earlier. I'm going to be more consistent. I'm finally going to follow through on the things that I want. And then you don't, and you do it, over and over and over again. And over time, you start to think, like, why do we even bother setting goals? Like, why should I believe myself anymore? This is, as I've said before, the fastest way to lose trust, self trust, not because you don't have the ability to do whatever it is that you want to do, but it's because the words that you're saying and your actions don't actually match. And of course, your brain is going to notice that. And so now, from here on, whenever you set that new intention, there's going to be a quiet doubt that is simmering beneath the surface, not because you don't want your goals, but because you haven't been able to rely yourself in the past. Okay, you haven't been able to rely on the person that is most important, which is you. And so here's what I want you to do instead. Please, number one, stop making promises that you don't ever intend to keep. This is where so many people go wrong. They aim so high, they overcommit. It's almost like they know that they're saying it, and they sort of know as they're saying it that there's no intention, like they're not planning to back it up with action. And so they're setting and voicing these expectations that do not match their reality or their capacity. And so when they don't follow through, surprise, surprise, they start to doubt themselves that more, even more, and so that's why the cycle continues. So you have to make sure that when it comes to the actions that you are setting for yourself and the things that you're working towards, lower the bar. Okay, don't lower the dream or the goal, but lower your starting point, not your standards. Lower the expectations that you have, at least until you got that flow going. It needs to feel small. It needs to feel doable. It needs to feel like it's something that you can follow through on, because the way that you get consistent and you get into that groove of things, like the flow, is when you don't have that, high pressure on your shoulders to do things that you sort of know you can't do in the first place. You know your capacity the best, and you have to make sure that you are setting your tasks in relation to your own capacity. The next thing is make sure that you're treating your word as something that counts and something that matters. Think of a flaky friend. If your friend said to you, I'm planning to do this, and then on the day they're constantly like ditching on you or canceling, you'd be like, my gosh, like I just don't even want to be around that person anymore. I can't trust them. You want to make sure that you're not doing that to yourself. If you say you'll do something, follow through, or don't even say it. Okay, if you say you're going to do it even if it's inconvenient, even if you don't feel like it, because every time you do, you're creating that evidence that I've got my own back, I can rely on myself. If you have no intention of doing it, don't even pretend that you will. Okay, and this matters more than doing anything perfectly. And so now, when you practice this, instead of doubting yourself, you're going to start to rebuild the trust. You're going to believe in your plans again. You're going to follow through more often because it's not going to freak you out. And that's going to change how you show up in every area of your life. And this is exactly what I teach inside Inspiring Life Academy: how to build a your self trust through consistent action. So you're no longer stuck in that cycle of just letting yourself down time and time again. And the goal, my friend, is not to promise more, but just to actually follow through on what you already said matters most to you. And you can find the link for Inspiring Life Academy, where you get lifetime access to 90 plus of my courses, over in my bio. And that is it for now. Take care. I'll catch you in the next one.